Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here tonight. It's good to be with such a great, fine group of Republicans. Today is an exciting day in Mississippi. This morning, as Secretary Hosemann spoke a minute ago, I had the opportunity to be in Columbus for the groundbreaking ceremonies with our governor and lieutenant governor as a part of the local business organization that I'm a member of in Columbus. And a very exciting new company, high-tech energy, producing energy from wood chips. And so that is one of the fundamental energy drivers that I think North Mississippi will be able to be a part of on our path to energy independence. So we're very excited. Small business person, lifetime resident of Lowndes County, Columbus. Had an opportunity to serve President George W. Bush for a number of years doing energy utility related appointments in Washington. So that is a message of experience, conservative experience that we are spreading throughout North Mississippi. We're assembling a very strong team to unseat Brandon Presley, and it's going to be a tough, fought-out battle, but we are putting the resources in place. We've got the good support of the former Commissioner, Bo Robinson, who's been campaigning with us. And again, we're assembling a strong team to take back North Mississippi, focus on job creation, economic development. Because job creation, economic development is a team sport. We all know that. We've done well at it in North Mississippi. We just need a team player in the Public Service Commissioner. Just a quick update before I hit my 3-minute mark, but as many of you Republicans know, we've got to have resources, we've got to have good volunteers, good network, and I'm pleased to report that in just 2 weeks, we have outraised Brandon Presley 3-1 in terms of financial reporting. So we're very excited about the strong response we've gotten all over North Mississippi, all over the state, and again, I appreciate your praise and support as we continue this journey to bring a team player for economic development, job creation back to North Mississippi. So thanks again for having me tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing each other again.
Appreciate y'all having all of us up today. I just want to commend you all for being leaders. You're concerned about your community. I just want to reflect on the fact that if it weren't for you, we wouldn't elect good leaders, good citizens that stand up and try to do what's right for our community. You know, you're thinking about your kids and your grandkids, and I share that with you, with everyone, with all the candidates too. I'm Dannie Reed. I'm from Ackerman, Mississippi. I've been elected to the Mississippi House twice as a Republican. It's my second career, and it's not really a career. I don't have a political career. I was a county agent, and I completed that career. As a Mississippi House member, I learned a lot about government, and you see a lot of things that you think you could improve. Our agricultural sector of the state holds the greatest potential for development. It's no area that we need to go find someone, that we need to recruit high technology or anything. We have before us the capability to grow more crops, to process those crops, to put people to work, to make our food choices better, healthier. So all those lie before us. We know how to do it. It reminded me of the old boll weevil eradication program. It took us 100 years to get rid of the boll weevil that terrorized the South. Took food out of the kids' mouths and money from us. But in the last 20 years or so, people cooperated. And they did the several basic things that we knew we were supposed to do to eradicate the boll. And guess what? We got rid of the boll weevil. But if we cooperate, if we use our technology, if we use our education, if we use our best people, we can turn agriculture around. We can. We're as we ate tonight. About half of what we have eaten is imported from another state or another country. There's a great opportunity. Y'all may have to ring the bell on me. I'm a conservative. I'm for limited, transparent government. You talk to a farmer, he's for limited government too. They want an opportunity to produce. They don't need more regulations that are hard to put in place to comply with. For 30 years, I've assisted farmers, 4-Hers, small business people, industry, to go into business. I submit to you that I've done this job, that I'm experienced. 3 degrees from Mississippi State in agriculture, business, and engineering. I submit to you that I have the scientific, technical, and background and knowledge. We need action, not words, and I need to go now.
In January, Mississippi will have a new Commissioner of Agriculture and Commerce. Our current commissioner is retired. There's 5 candidates seeking this office. And I come tonight to submit my application to you to be the next Commissioner of Agriculture and Commerce for Mississippi. I'm Max Phillips from Taylorsville, and that's just about 5 hours south of here. We had to leave home before lunch, but thanks to a good driver and a Ford truck, we made it on time. I'm a father, a husband, a father-in-law, and a granddaddy. I'm a Christian, conservative, Republican candidate for Commissioner of Agriculture and Commerce. Mississippi stands at a crossroads in terms of the leadership that we'll elect to lead us into the future. Agriculture and its related commerce is a vital part of that future. I'm glad to hear these other candidates talk about economic development, because agriculture is at the very core of economic development for Mississippi, because it is the largest industry in our state. It accounts for over 1/3 of our economic activity. My platform will focus on economic development through agriculture and its related commerce. Let me just give you one quick example. Harlingen, Mississippi, not too far from here, prides itself as being called the sweet potato capital of the world. Grows a lot of sweet potatoes, some of the very finest sweet potatoes in the world. And yet we don't process one sweet potato in Mississippi. We send it all out of the state. We bring it back in finished marketable form. That same mistake is made over and over and over again with almost every commodity we produce in Mississippi. If I'm Commissioner of Agriculture and Commerce, that will change. I'm going to ask you people in the legislature to help us with economic development projects, bonding authority, whatever it takes to bring industry in to process our agricultural products, just like you've done today in Columbus. We need to do that with every commodity we grow in Mississippi. We are positioned to be the breadbasket for the world. With the natural resources that God has blessed our state with, and with the ability and the technology that we have to produce food and fiber, we can become a world leader in the production of food and fiber for the rest of the civilized world. And if I'm Commissioner of Agriculture and Commerce, I'm going to ask you to join me in the fight to accomplish that for the benefit of everybody in this state. We ought to be feeding ourselves what we grow and what we produce here, and exporting our surplus to the rest of the world. We've got a deep water port on the Gulf Coast. There unload ships every day, container after container of things that come into our state. We ought to be filling those containers back up and sending exports back out to the whole world. I'm done. I'm Max Phillips from Taylorsville, Mississippi. I want to lead the agriculture.
I'm Billy Hewes, and I am running for Lieutenant Governor. And I think I was doing something right when I got here, and a lot of y'all asked, where's Paula? So I get that a lot, Kevin. I'm sure you get that, where's Vicky, too. So we'd much rather see her, just like we'd much rather see Paula. But I knew the candidate was getting a little long, the campaign's getting a little long when my family starts using me as a comic foil. We have 4 kids, most of you know. Paul, I've been married 25 years and blessed in that regard, but our 4th child is just an outright knucklehead. And he was at an academic competition a couple of months ago, and they were advertising for a summer camp. Dave, you know what I'm talking about, I was saying. And he said, "Hey, Dad, will you sign me up for this summer camp?" I said, "I've already signed you up for a summer camp." He said, "Well, what is it?" I said, "It's a campaign." I said, "It's got the word camp in it." He said, "Yeah, it's got the word pain in it, too." You can imagine what it's like when we get home, but we're having a good time trying to keep things in perspective. One thing I'm running into across the state is a lot of folks don't know, I know you do, but a lot of folks don't know just exactly what their job or the office of lieutenant governor is. A lot of people think it's just an assistant to the governor, or a vice president, or somebody who cuts ribbons and goes to funerals. That's not the case at all. Lieutenant governor is arguably the most critical job in state government because there's not a thing that goes to the governor's office before the lieutenant governor has to deal with it, before it comes across his desk and he assigns it and he appoints committees. There is a lot at stake, not just in this election, but in this next cycle. And a lot of it has to do not just with the policy matters we deal with, and making sure that we have good conservative leadership that continues in the Senate and leadership in the legislature, but that somebody who's ready-made and somebody who's seasoned. Because no matter what those courts do, we're going to be up again having to redistrict. Those of y'all who followed the redistricting process this time knew that the House tried to pull a parliamentary maneuver on us in the Senate and make us take something that was an awful plan. It was gerrymandering. It had many split precincts. It was just poorly manufactured, but they wanted us to turn a blind eye and just rubber stamp it. And I got on the floor and I said, this is about philosophy. You know, Mississippi's the most conservative state in the nation. And we were about to take a turn where we would be probably one of the most liberal from the leadership we were going to have out of the House. And our House members can attest to this. Some of them wanted us to just take it and blindly take it and have a rubber stamp, but I knew what was at stake. So the philosophical soul of a House is at stake here. The credibility of the Senate and the political and philosophical direction of our state for the next 10 years and beyond. And we held the day. Well, whoever's lieutenant governor come January 1 is going to have to deal with that process again. I was elected in 91, and in 92 I got to serve with Roger Wicker. He was then Senator, Mississippi Senator Wicker, who had to do the redistricting at that time. And it was a monumental task, and it'll be that way then. The office of lieutenant governor does not lend itself well to on-the-job training. You need somebody who understands the process, understands the players, and knows who he can trust, and who is truly conservative, where he appoints those committees and makes it through. Now, my background in the legislature, serving 20 years representing your interests and having the highest consistent conservative rating of any legislator, not just in this race, but serving consistently, I've been a business champion, is critical and important, and says a lot. For most folks, that'd be enough. But my background as a businessman for 26 years. Being married to Paul for 25 is a pretty good gig, and with those 4 children, putting 2 through college, I know what people are dealing with. People want somebody who representing them, who is walking in their shoes, who just gets it. I was asked what kind of lieutenant governor I'd be. I'll be one that people can relate to and can count on. Count on to make sure that we don't backslide, that we move forward with conservative issues, conservative measures, and lead effectively, and who will conduct himself in a manner both publicly and privately, in a manner that you will be proud of. I've always done that. I'll continue to do so. Please keep us in your prayers like everybody else. There's a lot of road time right now. But I'm asking for your vote on August 2nd. There is no Democrat, and it's over once that day